unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
This year's Eskimos have compiled an astounding 10-0 record so far. Esko's coach says that success comes from one thing only.
And it's an old lesson of life. You work hard and good things happen.
The work has been extra hard this year because the young team has no seniors. That's something the junior class leaders enjoy.
It's nice we get to take the leadership role for 2 years, and it's nice there's no pressure on us really at all. To even get 10 our junior year, so we're doing a good job.
10 straight wins aren't going to the team's heads. They're keeping their minds on the short term, not the state tournament.
Of course, we're in the race in the Polar League, and that's where we want to stay and be in the middle of that race down to the end.
They feel they can win that race if just one factor holds up for the rest of the season.
Definitely our defense. We've been holding teams consistently around 45 points, so that's been our biggest success factor.
As successful as this team has been so far, Coach Devney thinks next year will be even better when this season's captains become seniors.
Well, we should. Yeah, my expectations of these kids are high, and I guess the greatest thing about them is they're just super kids to work with.
In Esko, Dave Anderson, News 6 Sport.
The Esko boys basketball team will host Carleton tonight in Esko. Now the Eskimos are a perfect 10-0. Tip-off set for 7:30. Esko head coach Mike Devney coached Carleton to 2 state tournament appearances before taking the Esko position.
And looking at Friday night, it's going to be it should be another great matchup with Carleton. We won in overtime over there, and with me coaching over there for 5 years previously. And my old head assistant is now the head coach, so it's a nice rivalry, and we match up, in similar philosophy, so it should be a fun Friday night.
Esko, the Eskimos facing rival Hermantown tonight. Esko coming up with a big steal on offense. Now dish down low to Gavin Erickson for the hoop and the early Eskimo lead. Hawks, though, keeping it close in the first quarter. Ball fed down to Phil Stepp. He gets it to go for Hermantown. Hermantown cut Esko's first half lead down to 3. Skip pass across to Brady Anderson. He drains the triple for the Hawks, but Esko fans weren't about to see their team lose their first game of the season. Nice ball movement here by the Eskimos. Jade Oberg is going to end up with it. Triple try is good. Esko stays unbeaten on the season, beating Hermantown tonight, the final 56-40.
The Esko Eskimos have enough talent to make a state tournament run this year in boys basketball. Yet Esko has not made state since Elvis was young. The Edsel was a concept car, and the shot clock was a new element to the sport. 1955, the only state trip ever for Esko. 47 years later, the Eskimos are loaded for bear. 11 games, 11 wins, going for number 12 tonight. Hermantown in town. Esko pass. Esko present late second quarter. Esko leading 29-21. Hermantown scrapping and clawing to stay in the game. Jim Kelly, 6'11" 11-footer, 29-23. Esko at the half. The Eskimos were in a funk right before halftime, but third quarter, funk would rise. Jason Vinci for 3 over 32-23 Esko. Hermantown would climb with an 8th and more from the Eskimos. Vinci to Gavin Erickson as the Eskimos rebuild their lead up to double digits at 34-24. The Hawkson went back to Jim Kelly. He was the rock in this sea of craziness for Esko tonight, or for Hermantown. 34-26 Esko. Eskimos, though, like Elvis in 55, quick and energetic. Oberg misses, but Don LeMaintenan is there with a putback. Eskimos back up by 10. Esko had just enough buckets to keep Hermantown at bay. Tonight, Jason Vinci closed out the highlights here. The lead was like Elvis in the final days, groggy and bloated. Esko wins by 16. Well, what do you know? 56-40 Eskimos are now 12-0, and I've lost it for the first time in 2 years here. Also, I Falls loses to Crosby Ironton. Greenway 6-2,
and in the white uniforms, here they push it up court a little bit. Finally, Jim Kelly gets the ball in his hands, knocks down a 2-pointer. 2 of 13 points Kelly had on the night. Later, Hermantown works it down low, and Brady Anderson comes up with the 2 points in the low blocks. And then Esko on the ensuing play knocks down a 3. Jason Vinci, one of 5 3-pointers he had on the game. 20 points in all. Gavin Erickson's some great hustle here. Starts over with the steal, then the pass, and then he finishes it off underneath the basket Erickson on that play. Jade Oberg finished with 14 points for Esko. Brendan Schwartz with 10 for the Hawks. Esko remains perfect on the year. They get the win 56-40. They're now 12-0 and still unbeaten.
Football team Esko looking to stay that way today against Denfeld. Fourth quarter action. Esko up most of the game in this one, but the Hunters coming back. Pass ahead to Tim Solomon, up and under for the hoop. Cuts the lead to just 2. Then Denfeld working the ball around outside to Matt Lean, and he knocks down the jumper. That ties the game up at 32-all. But the Eskimos weren't giving up. Ball in the corner to Matt Townsend. Triple try. Drains it. Puts Esko back in the lead, and then Jason Vingy with the ball. Going to drive baseline, pull up, knocks it down. Esko survives a scare but remains unbeaten, defeating Denfeld today 41-36.
Action between unbeaten Esko and Denfeld. Esko up just 1. Denfeld chance to score and take the lead, but Tim Solomon is fouled. So down 1, he's shooting 1-1. This is to tie it, but he misses it. The loose ball, Esko gets it on the possession arrow. Under 20 seconds to go. Esko still up 1 with the ball. Denfeld fouls Gavin Erickson. That's a good play because Esko could have killed the clock. Erickson coolly drains both free throws. Esko goes up 3, so with 12 seconds to go, Denfeld needs a 3 to tie. Matt Nyland's going to give it a shot, but it rims out. Esko goes to 13-0. They hang on to win it, 41-36.
High school sports tonight.
And a big game in Esko tonight, but they're all big.
Yeah, at 13-0, you know, how long can they run the table? Maybe go to the 1955 team and go to state? Who knows? We'll find out. The Esko boys basketball team will find out if 13 is a lucky or unlucky number tonight. The 10th ranked Class AA team hosting 2 Harbors this evening. Now Esko goes on the road for their next 2 games at McGregor and Northwestern. Fans trying to fire up the Eskimos, again ranked 10th in Class AA. Pick things up here, and Jade Oberg works it inside. Limitamen with the basket there for Esko. Jason Vingy was hot. He had 7 3-pointers. Here he knocks one down. He had 23 points for Esko and all. Jade Oberg from the free throw line knocks down the jumper there for Esko. And then later, Vingy would get the ball, go baseline with it, puts up the shot, knocks it home for Esko. Big win today by 42 points, 82-40. Esko now 14-0 overall. Their next 2 games are on the road.
Esko hosting 2 Harbors in front of the industrial-sized flag. First quarter, Esko showing why they're in the state rankings. Gavin Erickson on the money in for the bucket. Esko not only strong inside, let's take it outside. Jade Oberg to Jason Vingy for 3. Esko with the first 5 points of the game. The Eskimos pushing a double-digit lead moments later. Don Lemonton into Jade Oberg for a 16-footer. Esko with a 10-point lead. Back to Jason Vingy for Esko. He says, everybody wants some. I want some too. Another 3-pointer. Esko moves to 14-0 with an 82-40 win over 2 Harbors.
Basketball team beat a solid Barnum squad for their 17th win yesterday. Today looking for number 18 against Virginia. Virginia's Giles Friedley with the 3-point shot here, but Gavin Erickson in the middle just too much today. He gets 2 rebounds, including one of his own, before finally putting this one back. He scores 23 for the Eskimos as they go on to get that 18th win after a 22-point win over Virginia. Next up, they'll host Crosby Ironton on Tuesday.
So last night, looking for 18-0 against Virginia. Today, in transition, crowd favorite Jade Oberg to Matt Townsend. He scoops it in. Later, third quarter, Esko up 21 over to Gavin Erickson. 2 of his 23 as Esko wins it 76-54.
Youth doesn't equal inexperience for this undefeated team.
The Esko boys hoops team is 18-0 on the season, ranked 9th in the latest state 2A poll.
I think we knew it was possible, but I didn't think we thought we'd actually do it. I think we thought we were talented enough to do it, but I didn't think we'd actually do it. But so far, so good.
Well, we've been playing together a lot, and during the summer, we've all been in here playing, and we've been playing since we were all little kids, and we're just good friends out on the court. We're good friends not when we're not on the court and hang out.
What makes this success story even more amazing is that when you look at Esko's roster, there's not one senior on it. 6 juniors and 4 sophomores make up this undefeated team.
So we're just doing the best we can. The good thing is we'll be back next year, so we're looking forward to that. We don't have a lot of pressure on us either as juniors, so that's nice too.
So far this season is a little bit of deja vu for Esko head coach Mike Devney. While coaching in Carleton, his young team, with only one senior, finished runners-up at the state tournament in 1998 and then returned to take third place the following year.
We had all juniors that year. Top 8 or 9 were all juniors. In that respect, yes, but, you know, really completely different teams as far as personality, and you know, I think this is probably a little more balanced team, but there are some similarities. Hopefully we can have that same success at the end.
With photographer Sean Hagan, I'm Jerry Libman for Eyewitness Sports.
18-0 and counting now for the Eskimos, the only boys basketball team in the Northland that is still undefeated. The Eskimos were out on the practice court this afternoon getting ready for their next opponent, Crosby Ironton, tomorrow night. And as each game approaches, the team feels the target on their back is getting bigger.
Oh yeah, I mean, it seems like every game teams get tougher and tougher, and even if they're not that great of a team, it seems like they play excellent against us. And I mean, I don't know, it feels good to get their best game every game, though.
No matter who we play, I think everyone wants to get the win, so we want to get the win, and I think maybe sometimes we want to get the win more than other teams, so we just come and play.
Tonight at 10, we'll have much more on the Eskimos, including how youth is on the side of this unbeaten team.
He slapped the ball away to Jason Vinci, coast to coast. We're tied at 14. Crosby Ironton went back up by 4 at 19-14. More of Jason Vinci drains a 3. That makes it 19-17. We're going to do something a little different, a little unorthodox. We're going to stay with defense. Coaches love it when we do this. Doesn't make for slams and stuff you see on SportsCenter, but we see a steal and a bucket. We're tied at 19. Jason Vinci, he was the man tonight. Hot in this one. Keep it in Esko's hands. Jade Ober back to Vinci, another 3. Esko goes up by 3. Vinci. 10 points just in that run right there. Esko goes on to win 70-46 or 19-0. Also, Chisholm side. First round boys action. After a perfect regular season, Esko's after 27-0 against I Falls. First half, Esko turning out the offense. Jade Ober, high socks, working for him with the drive. They're up by 4. The Broncos tried to slow down the game, but Esko made their open shots. Jason Kuntz, dribble drive, and drain. He was suddenly open there. Esko wins their first-round playoff game 64-44.
Prep boys and girls basketball seasons came to an end tonight with the playing of the Pepsi All-Star Games at Denfeld. Features the Duluth All-Stars versus the Area Stars. Addition, Gavin Erickson of Esko getting some help from Brad Davis of Barnum up and over. Erickson makes the finals, but the winner was this guy, Justin Nelson of Marshall, your slam dunk winner tonight. The game featured brothers Matt and Dan Baumgartner teaming up for Duluth. All-State honorable mention Eric Webb from Grand Rapids gets things off scoring there for the area team, and Jason Vinci from Esko as the area team wins 97-91. Jeff Gornick.
Guard Jason Vinci. Watch a nice move here by Vinci. Shakes, dribble drive, connects in the 16-footer, knocks it down. First 6 points will go to the area team, but the Duluth team would come back. Justin Nelson, so much more than a dunker, but Jeff Gornick, 22 for the area team. They win 97-91.
fame and fortune and everything that goes with it. I thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge before the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friend. We keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. We are the champions of the world, the champions, my friends. And we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. We are the
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.